You saw the thumbnail, read the title. We are rating the trend mood feed. I like going through the trend mood feed over on Instagram because they literally upload on all the newness within the beauty world. And I give you my feedback on their recent posts sharing about the new beauty launches, what my opinion is. Do we need it? Do we not need it? Is it corny? Do they make sense? Is it something that I would want to snag and try myself? This is the best kind of shopping because it's 100% free. And this is a form of kind of de-influencing because in many cases, not all, but in many cases, influencers or content creators get a ton of free product to try. They create the content that we all consume and don't always share their thoughts as a consumer. And yes, I get free stuff. I get a lot of free stuff from beauty brands, but I also like buying product. So I think it's refreshing sometimes to share my thoughts and whether or not I would purchase something. During the last maybe 1 or 2 trend mood raids that I've done, I shared about the NYX glue, their original with the little spoolie. I hated it, and I keep saying it because it's truth. I tried it. It was not my thing. They launched the one with the little comb. It is like their 2.0 version. I know she looks yucky, pero that's just what it is. I have a video on this. You need to go check it out because I did my first impressions. I applied her, gave you guys like honest thoughts after purchasing her. And then I did a follow-up letting you guys know I changed my mind. So I always do look into the product that we talk about, snag some of them, and we give them a try. Another item that we talked about was the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Blurring Bronzer. I ended up snagging her in the shade medium. It's been a few weeks, I think, since I did one of those raids. I've been using this non-stop. I can start to see the little ring of the metal pan, so I'm hoping I don't have to replenish her too soon. But yeah, if you're new here, that gives you a little bit of an idea of what we do within this type of video. Let's go on to trend mood and dive on in. I know this here is old, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. So NYX released their Fat Cheeks Dewy Liquid Blush. I have not talked about this. Again, it's been a minute since I've done the trend mood raids. They have 2, 4, 6, they have 8 different shades. I don't know that I can pull off that purple. I feel like that's gonna look amazing on darker, richer complexions. These are gonna go for $10 a piece. They offer 24-hour hydration as well as 12-hour wear. I feel like there are at least 2 to 3 shades that I could use. I'm mentioning it because I actually was at Ulta.com this morning. My birthday is this month, and so I do get like perks for it being my birthday month. And of course, I love me a good deal. So even though things are affordable over at Ulta on one side of this store, if I can save some money, I'm gonna. I want to use my $10 off for my birthday along with other promos and stuff like that. Right now they have their sale where you're getting, oh, I forget the sale. Anyway, there's like a huge sale going on right now. It's their summer promotion, and then I can add the $10 off. So I'm thinking I want to snag maybe 2 of these shades and test them out. I feel like Peach Plunge would look amazing on my complexion, but I also think that Papaya Plum and Fig Fizz is really pretty. Oh, Guava Gush. I love the names. They're like candy names. I like that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna snag these. If you've tried them, let me know if you love them, if they're really pigmented, are they blendable? I can see that they have somewhat of a sheer radiance to it. I'm excited. You know what this looks like though? It looks like one of the sun blushes by It Cosmetics. Not necessarily obviously like visually, but in terms of when you apply it, if you checked out my shorts, you'll see that when I apply it, it's buildable but sheer and it gives you some radiance. Okay, but for $10, I think that's a good deal. So I want to check that out. Beauty Creations released their Flawless Stay Liquid Matte Foundation, and to be fair, that packaging gives like Dior vibes. $14 for the foundation, available in 30 shades. They have warm, cool, neutral, olive, and gold undertones. They also have a foundation brush that goes for $8. I know this might be old news for some of you guys, but this is my first impressions because I don't really go on Instagram and scroll like I used to. I'm not much of a consumer in terms of Instagram, the platform as a whole. So this is the first time I see a lot of this stuff and get like first impressions on the details. I like the price point. I love that they have different undertones and they have 30 shades available within the shade range. The packaging is stunning. I'm living for the aesthetic of it all. My problem is that Beauty Creations tends to be kind of hit or miss with most of the products. So I'm a little concerned with regards to if this oxidizes, if it looks dry on the skin. I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna look at other people's reviews, applications. I'm not gonna listen to what they're saying. I wanna visually see how it goes on and stuff like that. But they're doing their thing price point is great and the component is stunning. Charlotte Tilbury has released their new blush sticks. Unreal Blush Healthy Glow Sticks. Available in 6 shades. It's coming soon, so it's not even launched yet. My thing is, you would think that Charlotte Tilbury would have released these already. To me, it's kind of like, oh, really? This is the first time they're launching these like blush sticks? Blush sticks have been out for a few years at this point. Different brands, formulations, and price points. So to see that it is just now that Charlotte is releasing these, I'm kind of like shocked. I don't know the price point, so I wouldn't be able to say like, yeah, we should totally go get it. I also... This is a launch that I'm not living for. I know these are already out. ABH has released the Magic Touch Cream Blush and Lip Trio. I'm already weird with the blush and lip duo, as in you can use multi-purpose in a product only because your mouth, germs, cheeks, skin, germs. So going back and forth, it's a me thing. I'm not saying it's a thing for everyone and everyone should be worried. It's just when it comes to like germs and stuff like that and bacteria, it's just a me thing. I was already weirded out by the situation, like that idea. But then we have this component and I just feel like they could have done better in terms of their packaging. I'm not loving the packaging. It's a trio, so you get 3, but they could have done way better with this packaging. It's great for travel purposes. I'm not loving the packaging. About that size, so it literally looks like this, not this, but you know what I mean. This is the size, so you have to be strategic with your brush. You can't use a really big fluffy brush. It would have to be like something small, like the space blue one, so you can dip into the shade that you want specifically. It would be great if it was just a lip product, because now you get 3, you kind of go like this and call it a day. But given that you're able to go into the product and use it as a blush, I don't like that. I feel like that's kind of cheap packaging in my opinion. $38 and that's the packaging you get. I'm gonna say, for me, Yari, I'm gonna say no, I wouldn't. If it's gifted, I'll try it. I'm sure the formula is amazing, but for $36, yes, it's ABH. You get 3 blushes, they're creams. The formulations are beautiful, but the packaging sucks. By the way, I know most of you who know me already, you're my people, so you'll be like, yes, girl, say it. I'm always honest. So if you're new here, I know that it comes off like I'm being mean. I'm not. I am being as honest as I possibly can, and this is me as a consumer. I feel like there's so much fluff when you get free stuff, and a lot of times people don't want to be honest. It's okay to not love something, not love a component, not love the formula, not love the color, not love the price point. Like, it's okay to not love everything. That's just my opinion though. This is gonna be a no. When nostalgia meets beauty. H&M Beauty, which makes sense, it's H&M. H&M Beauty and Chupa Chups. I hated these lollipops. They say nostalgia, no thank you. Like whenever someone would give them to me, you know, my upbringing was very much, no one has to give you anything, so they give it to you, you go, thank you, and then you call it a day. And when something was handed to me that I didn't care for, like one of these Chupa Chups, I'd be like, thank you. Put it in my pocket. I would never be rude because it's just like no one has to give you anything. So always be grateful, even if it's something that you wouldn't use or wouldn't want. But it's Chupa Chups. And I think it was like that caramel fragrance that would usually come off of the candy that I just couldn't do. And there I go freaking venting over damn candy. Okay, so there's an entire collection. I like that tumbler. I don't see price points. These are gonna be available now in July. Keychain is cute. I wouldn't buy this just because I'm so scared it's gonna smell like the actual candy and I can't do it. Did you love the Chupa Chups? Let me know in the comments. Here is something that I'm kind of like, I wonder. There was this whole thing with Sabrina Carpenter, Prada, these banana candies. It was a whole thing. They're like banana jellies. I'm not the biggest fan of banana, but I can do banana. Just mild. If it's too sweet, I can't do it. I'm curious about the candy and I kind of want to find them and buy them if I can. So I'm going to look into that just so that we can test them out here. But also, there's like this banana balm that has become the thing. I don't know where, after Sabrina Carpenter. Have you heard about the banana balm by Prada? Because I have, and now I want to try it. Just because. I literally was influenced by banana jelly candies. I know. And then Trend Mood. I haven't unboxed one of their boxes in a while, and this was one of those boxes that I was like this close to run out and purchase, only because they featured the Maison Lou Marie fragrances, but instead of like a full-size fragrance, they showed the hair and body mists. I was only interested in the one that had like the vanilla fragrance. So I was like, okay, if I get all 3, I can give away 2, keep the vanilla, and then all the other products. So I made sure that I asked before running out to buy the box. And unfortunately, you only get the one, and you get one at random. You couldn't even select the fragrance that you wanted. And so because of that, I decided it's a no-go for me. Because if I were to get one of the other fragrances, I wasn't necessarily interested in them. So I was just like, and the box was nice, but I think what would have topped it off for me would have been the fragrance, but there was no guarantee I was going to get the vanilla, so I didn't. I kind of do want to get that vanilla fragrance on its own. That one goes for $28. I'm curious. I want to hear what people's thoughts are on the vanilla fragrance, because if it smells amazing, I'm getting it. But then again, Ipsy tends to feature that brand. Their fragrances here and there throughout the year. So I'm also kind of like, should I spend the $28 or should I hold off and maybe find the fragrance over at Ipsy? I don't know. We'll see. Moving on. This here, I saw a photo. I have not received it. Benefit does send me PR, so we shall see whether or not they send me a shade or two to try. They usually do, but it'll be like they launch it and then they send it versus sending it prior to it launching. So we shall see how that goes. However, the new Professional foundation. I've tried their stick foundation, love her. So I'm very curious about this, and y'all know I love Benefit products, but this is the first time they do a professional base. They always do like primers. Visibly smooths skin and blurs pores, medium buildable coverage. You know, I know skin tints are the thing now, but all these brands are bringing that medium coverage back, and I think medium coverage is going to be the trend for the fall and winter months. That's what I suspect, because a lot more brands are launching medium coverage, but the formulas are better because they're not drying. Smooths skin and blurs pores, medium buildable coverage, natural matte finish, 24-hour long wear, waterproof, transfer proof with niacinamide, rosehip extract, and glycerin. There are so many shades. I want to say there's easily 30 or more shades. If I get it, we're gonna try it. So let's keep an eye out for that. This is something that I was actually on Instagram. I saw Cody, someone I'm talking to over on Instagram. He's actually a really, really kind creator and business owner. He's wonderful. We had kind of like briefly chatted on this because I find this shade, well, I don't know what's going on with ABH, but they need to stop. They have launched their bronzers, Smooth Blur Matte Powder Bronzer. It goes for $38. The component is what we're used to. The design of it itself is what we're used to. However, they're launching 7 shades. These are not bronzers. These are more so contour shades. However, 3 of them just don't make sense to me. I don't get it. These are very warm yet cool tone, and the last 2, who are they for? And then the shade range is so limited. So what happens to our really, really rich complected people? Make it make sense. They have 7 models. They're each modeling these shades. The deepest shade, they're saying they used Bronze Bay. Where? That makes no sense to me. And then the model, they're both stunning. The model that has Sunset Sizzle, where? Because the shades, based on how they look on photo, right? Unless it's been photoshopped and it looks lighter so that you can see it. But based on the pictures, the 2 deepest shades would still wash these girls out. It would look gray, ashy, not a flattering gray. It would look gray, ashy. That makes no sense to me. Absolutely not. So I'm not happy with that. I feel like someone dropped the ball. I don't know who did it, but they did, and it's not cute. I'm gonna keep pushing forward. I'm looking for a product that stands out that I'm like, what about that? Here's something that I saw someone on TikTok use, and I was like, yeah, I don't know about that. The Lip Gazer Glossy Lip by MAC. The idea behind this product is they're extremely pigmented, they glide like a gel, and they're not matte. They actually have a glossy finish. So when you apply it along the perimeter of your lips, you're gonna have a bit of a glossy effect. I think it looks pretty depending on the shade, but I don't know that I would go for a glossy lip liner. It's supposed to provide this kind of like voluminous plumping effect on the lips. Here's the thing, there's nothing that says that it's long wear, and that's where I have an issue. If it's glossy, it may not necessarily be long wear, and it may bleed along the perimeters of your lips, which I am not a fan of. It's one of those things like, I'm not sure that I would love something like this, but I like that they're trying to do something different. Glossy effect does make everything look bigger. It's like a highlight. It kind of emphasizes the area. So for instance, I have the Huda Beauty lip liner, the lip contour stain. If you're interested, I have it in soft nude. I have like one of these Medusa's lipsticks. I think this one is it. Okay, Sugar Daddy, right? That's all I have on the lips. And it gives this illusion, right? My lips don't look as thin as they actually are. But if I wanted to go in with a gloss, I'm going to go in with Huda Beauty. Hold on, that's a lot. I'll bring that along the perimeter of my lips. And the gloss, all on its own, is providing this illusion that my lips are plumper and much bigger. So anything with a shiny or glossy effect is definitely going to give you that. Do you need a lip liner? No, and I don't even see the price point of these, I think, because they're coming soon, so they're not even here yet. They're easily going to be like $21 for the lip liner. Do you need to spend $21 to get that effect? No. Buy your regular matte lip liner at home and then go along the perimeter with a gloss and you should be good to go. But I see what they're doing. They're doing something different. I'm not mad at it. I might not try it. Makeup by Mario's new Master Mattes Long Wearing Cream eyeshadow. Available in 10 shades. They go for $21 a piece. I would try that actually. A weightless, easy to use cream eyeshadow that delivers a softly diffused matte finish. Medium full coverage formula. Apply effortlessly with fingertips or brush. Can be worn alone or layered for a sculpted look or a base underneath eyeshadow. I think these seem kind of cool. And a lot of brands are launching liquid shadows that are long wear that you can use as a base or use on their own. So I'm not mad at this, and I think it's very much a Mario thing, so it's on brand. I do like that not only does he have warm tones, but he also has some cool tones. I love that. Y'all know me in a smoky eye, a smoky gray, a black, a deep brown. Like that's my go-to. These 3 last shades are the ones that I'm like, oh, I would absolutely need. And then a lighter one and I can just come up with any freaking look. So I would try that for sure. And I think that's it. There's nothing else that's like super exciting that I can see here that I'm like, ooh, I should totally try. I want to hear you guys' thoughts because new makeup is launching all the time. Is there anything that you have your eye on that way when it launches you can automatically snag it, or are you like, yeah, no, you're right, I don't really need that, I'm gonna skip on it? Let me know in the comments. Make sure you visit the description box. I am gonna link a few videos I think you'd really be interested in. I launched my Ipsy choice, an update on what's going on with the PR. I also got another update, but anyway, I'll leave that for another video. I will link that in the description box and a few videos that I think you would really enjoy. And for those of you who are new, I post 5 days a week. We have to take a moment to say hello and thank you to our channel members, the G Squad, an amazing group of people who have joined channel memberships that are supporting the channel at a higher level. If you're ever interested in joining, all you have to do is hit the join button below and you're good to go. Our daily shout out to the community spotlight who YouTube is highlighting for interacting in my videos. That means that they're watching the videos all the way through, they're hitting the like button, and they're commenting as they go along. Thank you for taking the time to support me. It means a lot. And if you've made it all the way through, you are a real one and it's amazing. Thank you so much. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video and I will see you guys on the next one.